4,200 requests. There's a little guide. And this could have been much higher, but we've chosen to cap the test at this level. After all, this was only a pilot, and we wanted just to do a proof of concept. But 4,200, brilliant, really pleased with that. Of those we spoke to, 320, 13% converted to a direct debit, an average value of £83, and that includes gift aid. Lifestyle lists were strongest at delivering volume. Mail order at conversion. You've got to test and track everything, because there will be some surprises along the way. And the control element I mentioned earlier was really useful in a campaign that did overall significantly better than expected. So it was great that we were able to cap the amount, and it was great that we were able to pulse the activity as well. How does this compare against non-email channels? Well, non-email channels delivered about 25,000 guide requests, and so there were nearly 30,000 requests in total, and email made up 14% of that. Non-email channels converted lower at 11%, and also at a lower average value, £75, including gift aid. So email's comparing really positively compared to non-email channels. And now people have been on board for a few months, and we're looking at how the longer-term projections are looking. Those long-term projections show that email's likely to be one of the best performing channels. And, actually crucially, when you think back to the beginning of the presentation and our need to recruit regular donors, it's on a par, if not a bit better, than other core direct debit channels that we're using. So it's a genuine addition to Breakthrough's recruitment portfolio. So this campaign was a great success for us. It opened up a gateway, this lovely gateway as we're talking about, a gateway to support Breakthrough. It attracted thousands of people to the organisation, and many of them converted to become regular donors. And Elan, as you can see from these results, did a really fantastic job at that. But just as importantly, it delivered this. It delivered health information, something of true value, directly into the hands of thousands of people who needed it and wanted it. And they probably didn't know that they needed it until we got in touch. And I want to leave you with some words from a lady who called into Breakthrough in May. She'd asked for her guide. Her mother had died from breast cancer, and she'd already been concerned about changes in her own breasts. To no avail, she was sent away, told these words and symptoms of breast cancer. She went back to her GP armed with her TLC guide, after which she was referred, and she's now receiving treatment. She called in, she took the trouble to call in, to say thank you, and to ask for more guides for her family and friends. And this is why this campaign is such a wonderful thing, and why I believe it's been so successful to meet those two challenges, not only our charitable work, but also in our huge challenge to grow and diversify the way we recruit donors. Because it's a campaign that's genuine, and it genuinely fuses Breakthrough's work to beat breast cancer on the one hand, and its efforts to engage support on the other. And we talked about value exchange earlier, and all those examples from the commercial sector, and I really believe this campaign has been really successful, because it's a campaign with that value exchange centred around this guide absolutely at its heart. So that's all the story from Breakthrough. I'm just going to hand over to Ben to do a wrap-up.